Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Queen Sugar. So today I have a pick a card reading that looks into what messages your spirit babies have for you at this time. So take a moment to just take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out, and allow the energy of your spirit baby or babies to guide you to what the pile that they feel has the messages for you at this time, or piles as well. So our first pile is the Seven of Pentacles, our second pile is the Page of Pentacles, and then our third pile is the Page of Swords. So once you've selected your piles, feel free to click the timestamp below and listen to your portion of the video. As always, I appreciate the love and the support. I hope that you all enjoy the video and it resonates with you. Let's get started. Hey pile number one, this will be for those that selected the Seven of Pentacles card. So let us see what spirit baby messages we have for you at this time. We're going to start off with the actual spirit baby messages cards, and then I'll go through the oracle cards as well to see what additional messages your spirit baby has for you. So the first card that we have here is I'm going to be a fire sign baby. So they might have their sun, moon, rising sign in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they can just embody a lot of traits that you will typically see in fire signs, even if they're not actually a fire sign. So that's something to be mindful of. Next we have, I'll be here in the next year, get ready. So this is great for those that have been interested in conceiving or becoming pregnant soon, and so this child will be here in the next year. Now obviously if you're not ready to have a child just yet, you can ignore this message, but this is just letting you know, for those that are interested physically to have a child, they can get here in the next year. And I'm also channeling too that for those who haven't really connected with their spirit baby yet, or really recognize that spirit baby has been connecting with them, they'll show up more spiritually next year. That's what I'm picking up here. So they might send you subtle messages like this year, but maybe next year you really get a sense of like more of who they are, their personality, and like ways that they are communicating with you. Next we have here is I'm a sensitive soul. I would need you to teach me to be bold. So it's very interesting considering that we got like the fire baby energy for the first card, but I feel that because they are a sensitive soul, so they pick up people's energies, you know, they're emotionally balanced and intelligent, they can sometimes like hold all of that in, and because they know so much and can pick up on so many things, they might not always speak up or say certain things in the moment just because they can already feel it spiritually, if that makes sense, right? It's kind of like, in a sense, they can kind of predict what's about to happen, so they're like, well, what's the point of me saying anything about it, or you know, putting my feedback into it if I already know what it's going to turn into, just because they already can feel the sense of it. But I feel like it's important for you to teach them how to be bold with that intelligence, with that knowledge and that wisdom, even when they feel like they already know what it's going to be, what it's going to turn out to be, because maybe them sharing what they know and how they feel can be helpful too. I'm also getting too that they want you to be more bold as well, being able to be confident in what you want to share with others and not being afraid to do so. And it's funny too that you do have the Seven of Pentacles card and she is pregnant, and then that they're saying like they'll be here in the next year. So I thought that was interesting too. Okay, the next one we have here is your spiritual awakening is only beginning. So oh wow, my ears are ringing literally right now. Okay, so definitely those that pick this pile, you're going through a spiritual awakening or have been going through one, and you know, it doesn't mean like, oh, everything's about to be destroyed, tower moment, you know, woe is me. More so like you're about to develop even more spiritual gifts and abilities to connect with your guides, with your ancestors, with your spirit babies and things of that nature, which is really nice. And I think too, you know, for those who have already gone through a spiritual awakening, you know, they're saying this is only the beginning, because maybe they're saying in a sense of, you know, you thought you were done, you thought it was over, but like you're about to gain so much more wisdom, so much more insight than you can imagine. So just know that this was a preparation for you, basically. Next, we have there's a huge shift about to happen. You can't play it safe anymore. Oh, wow. So this is very interesting considering the fact that we just got a spiritual awakening is popping up for you and this shift. So they're literally telling you, like, this is go time. This is time for you to be bold, to just go after it. Channel that inner fire energy, channel that boldness, that confidence, and be ready to see what happens. And also, too, with the Seven of Pentacles card, like, your body goes through a shift, a change, a transformation when you are pregnant, because you're growing another human, and so this can also represent that physical shift that some of you are about to experience, because you will be pregnant soon, especially for those that have been wanting to be pregnant. And then we have, can we get a puppy? I really want a puppy. So cute. So this baby of yours definitely would appreciate you all having a puppy in the family, or having the ability to be close to a puppy. So whether it's like the neighbor's puppy or like a family member's puppy, like they really want to connect with a puppy as well. And I think too, maybe they'll become like best friends in a sense, especially if you get the puppy and you're pregnant around the same time. Like, typically animals are very protective of the woman that's pregnant, and they kind of treat the baby as if it's their own, and she's like a part of the pack in a sense. So that could be that could be something to be very mindful about when you are pregnant, or when your partner is pregnant, or when you're thinking about that part of your life when it comes to a baby. So now let's see what additional messages your spirit baby has with the oracle cards. So yeah, number 42, woman holding a coin. And then, what I'm noticing here? I'm noticing a lot of I'm noticing the flower in her hair, the flowers in the background, and there's like a variety of them. There's like no one flower, like there's at least maybe 4 different kind of flowers in this card. And so I feel like with this is letting us know that your spirit baby wants you to know that a lot of things will be happening for you financially in terms of leveling up, and it's really important for you to protect your money, protect your coin, maybe budget better, save a little bit more. And even if it's just like saving $30 a month, right? Finding ways to save, and just know that financially, things are going to level up for you. I get for that, for those that stay, in the US, like your credit score will be increasing soon. And so your spirit baby is letting you know, like, the finances are going to be coming in to where you're able to take care of your bills, you're able to take care of your credit, and you won't have to worry about it too long. And I'm also looking at this black cat, and it's just very protective energy that I pick up here. And so they're helping you more and more with this, and they might be like guiding you or pushing you in ways to make better responsible financial decisions. Is something that I pick up here. Ooh, next we have is number 33, door to romance. I feel like your spirit baby wants you to know that the door of romance is, unlocked, and also that it is open for you to walk through, to explore, to not be afraid to walk through these doors and actually look forward to love and romance. I think that for a while, some of you have been in a space where you haven't really been connecting with anyone physically or spiritually recently, and so the spirit baby is giving you permission to say, like, hey, it is totally fine to start exploring. It's totally fine to check this out, look into this, and just see what is here for you. I think also too, for some of you, if you're like, well, I do want to have a baby soon, but I haven't had a partner yet, maybe they're letting you know here that the door of romance is open, because the person that you're supposed to conceive this child with, you're about to meet soon. And I'm also getting to the energy of like balance and love as well. So like there might be more opportunities for you to feel you're feeling more fulfilled in love, like, self-love, and then also too, you're meeting people that are feeling that same way about themselves. And for some odd reason, I'm feeling nauseous right now, so I really think this pile is very strong with pregnancy and just having child soon, at least within the next 2 years. I know it said within the next year, but some of you within the next 2 years. So be mindful of that and get excited, especially if that's something that you want. And maybe that's also another reason why they're saying, like, be mindful of your money and your spending and all of that, because that will be helpful to have extra money to fall back on when the baby arrives. Look at that. We have cornucopia number 2. So I'm noticing here too, there's a lot of, abundance for you. So your spirit baby wants you to know you are an abundant being, your abundant soul, and knowing that you have the opportunity to receive so much more than what you currently are receiving. And so not being afraid to welcome that in. I feel like love and money is something that's coming up for you in the next year, just like, heavily. And so your spirit baby is like preparing you for that and letting you know, like, hey, get ready for these different shifts in your life, especially this huge shift that's about to happen. And there might be something that I feel like this message is for one person, but somebody here wants to invest in something and they're a little nervous about it, whether it is, taking that money and investing into their business or investing into another business. And it's like, you can't play it safe anymore. If you know and feel that it's going to be successful, then just go for it, invest in it, take that risk, and it will, yield a lot of great rewards for you as well. Okay, let's go to your other 2 oracle cards. So we have Deja Vu number 22. Interesting. So I feel like with the Deja Vu card, there might be moments where you feel like you're repeating something, or if you experience something that you may have gone through in a previous lifetime or even in this current lifetime. But I feel like your spirit baby is letting you know that when you experience those deja vu moments, this is kind of like this is your take 2 of the same test or the same lesson. Let's see if you understand it, since you already kind of got an experience of it before and are aware of the different, components of it. So it shouldn't come to you as quote unquote a surprise, right? And so being mindful that some experiences come back around because we're meant to show that we understood the lessons and that we are ready to move forward and, enjoy the rewards of our labor, enjoy the rewards of all that we have put into. I'm also getting to, like, it could be deja vu in a sense of maybe someone, spirit baby, is saying, like, maybe there's a person that it felt like the universe closed that door on, and they're reopening that door in a sense too. And then your last card is, number 2, soulmate recognition. And then we did get 222, so those might be spirit angel numbers for you, as well as 333. And I feel like with the soulmate recognition card, this kind of highlights that door to romance. Like, a lot of you are going to meet your soulmate soon, and your spirit baby is like letting you know, my other parent is going to be showing up soon physically in the 3D. So whether you already know that person or you're going to get to know this person because you don't know them yet, totally fine. But the idea is that, hey, this is about to happen. And this could also represent that deja vu card too, in a sense of, like, wait a minute, why does it feel like I already know you? Why does it feel like we're already connected, that, we've crossed paths before? Like, who are you? And it's just like that recognition is already there on a spiritual level because you all have crossed paths before in another lifetime. It's something that I pick up here. Okay. So I think overall your spirit baby just has so many great messages for you in terms of finances and love and just like, your spiritual awakening. So definitely listen to their guidance over time. You'll start to pick up and know when they are communicating with you. There might be a little code word that you share, like a code or like a symbol in a sense. And whenever you see it, that's them, with you in that moment. So whether it's like, show me a blue feather every time you're around me, or show me, a bubble pink, I don't know, car or something like that. Like, being clear on what different ways you want to communicate with each other, and like ways to recognize when that energy is around you. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed your spirit baby messages. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate the love and the support. Feel free to thumbs up the video and check out other videos on my channel. Best wishes. Hey, pal number 2, this will be for those that selected the super adorable Page of Pentacles. So we're going to look through your spirit baby messages cards, and then I will also go through the oracle cards as well to see what additional messages your spirit babies have for you at this time. And then if we feel called to get any more cards, we will at the end, but as of now, we're going to just do the cards, use the cards that we have here for the messages. So your first Spirit Baby message card is, I am so glad that I have you as one of my parents. So your Spirit Baby wants you to know that they are just appreciative of having you as a parent in their life, as having, obviously in the spiritual realm, but when they show up in the physical realm, they're grateful for you, they're appreciative of you, and it's just it's like an honor for them to have you as a parent. All right, your second card is, ooh, mommy or daddy. The answer is a big yes. So there might be a question that you have been thinking about on and off for a while now and just been wondering yes or no, and the answer is yes. So if you're not 100% sure what that question is, like, think about, what do you keep asking, the universe, God, your spirit guides, your ancestors about constantly, and just have been waiting for that confirmation, waiting for, the answer to move forward. And so this might be that actual answer, yes. So, word the question based on a yes or no way, and then the answer is yes. Alrighty, your next card, stop stressing out about everything. Things will be fine. So your Spirit Baby wants you to know there's nothing for you to really stress out about. Like, know that everything will work out in your favor. And also too, when you're stressing, you're not allowing the universe, you're not allowing God, you're not allowing, your guides, your ancestors, to do the things that they need to do to make things happen for you. Because when we're stressing, we're kind of being resistant to, the outcome and also the journey, in a sense, because we want it to be a certain way. So that's when we start to stress. That's when we start to worry, like, is it going to happen this way? So your Spirit Baby is saying things are going to be fine. So there's no need for you to even stress. Like, if you could see what's about to happen for you, you wouldn't even worry about what's going on right now. And that's like building that level of confidence and reassurance to know that sometimes we have to just trust and lean into our faith and just go from there. Alrighty, the next card from your Spirit Baby is, I'm going to be an earth sign baby. So they might have energy in Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, and that could be their sun, moon, or rising sign, or they could just embody a lot of different earthly traits that you'll typically see in those signs. And it can also be a child that really enjoys nature. So you have the ability to go outside and, just be outdoors, whether it's, under a tree or walking around at a park. Definitely do it. That could be a great way to connect with your Spirit Baby too. Maybe when you're going on these walks or whenever you're outside, you have conversations with your Spirit Baby and ask for them to show you signs, or just to chat with them and receive the messages that they have for you in that moment and in that space. All right, next we have, oh, you're having a little girl. So if you've been wondering maybe the gender of the child, it seems like it will be a little girl. Obviously take this lightly, but based on the current energy, for those that are watching this particular pile, you're having a little girl, a little baby girl. And I feel like too, this child definitely embodies a lot of confidence, and I'm picking up on that energy, and that she wants you all to be in this space of where you feel confident about everything that you want, and you don't question it, you don't stress out about it, and you don't worry about it, because I feel like she's like this gatekeeper, in a sense. Like, she makes sure there's nothing to ever come in your way in terms of your blessings, but also to making sure that nothing will ever harm you spiritually too. Like, she might be small and mighty, but she's powerful in a sense of how she's able to kind of, protect and lead. And then we have, oh, I'm always with you. My love will always surround you. So I feel like your Spirit Baby wants you to know you're never left alone. I feel like maybe some of you have been in this energy where maybe things have not been going as planned. You've been a little stressed out. You've been a little worried, and you feel like maybe things have been ripped apart or just are being removed from your life or being taken away from you. And she's saying, like, I've always been with you. I will always love you. My love is always surrounding you, and you should never worry about that ever, because I'm here and I'm never leaving your side. spiritually, and it will not come into the world physically, right? All right, so now let's get into your oracle cards. So we have number 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael, which is your root chakra, which is your first chakra system. And so I feel like with this card coming out, your spirit baby wants you to really kind of realign in a sense. And notice with the earth sign too, and like how I said, that's your root, that's your core. And so I feel like your spirit baby wants you to really balance things out in your life and kind of rebuild that foundation, right? So I remember how I said it might feel like certain things are being removed out of your life. You don't know what's coming up next. You're stressing. So really solidifying that core system, your values, your morals, the level of security, the level of protectiveness, right? And once you do that, I feel like that would help with you stop stressing too. Because like when we don't feel like things are secure, like let's say financially, or just like even within our homes, we stress out, we worry, and that's going to cause issues down the road. And so your spirit baby is saying like, let's check in about this root chakra, and let's balance that root chakra. All right, your next card is, you got another chakra card, number 39, fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So this is your third chakra. So you have two chakras here. So your spirit baby wants you to really focus on realigning yourself and speaking up for yourself, not being afraid to share your truth, not being afraid to speak what's on your mind, whether that's with somebody in the physical realm or just spiritually, or just like, communicating what you're feeling. Also too, I feel like your spirit baby wants you to talk to them more. So whether you, like I said, you do it on your walks, you do it before you go to bed, you do it in the morning. If you feel like you can't really talk in public, you don't feel comfortable, you could do it in the car, like while you're driving to work or driving to the store. Just finding sacred ways to communicate with your spirit baby is really essential here. Oh, look at that. We have number 31, door to value. And so that's interesting because like I mentioned before, like, when things don't feel safe or things don't feel like they're going well, we can stress out about it, and that can cause issues later down the road. And so I feel like as you balance your root chakra more and more, your spirit baby is saying the door to value opens up even further, right? You have access to even larger amounts of money than you can even imagine. But it's all about balancing your root chakra and trusting and believing and knowing that you're safe and secure financially. And so maybe that's some of the things you've been stressing out about, is like, bills, or how to pay for things, or just like, more money, a better job, better income, like things of that nature. And so I think it's important to have faith and know that it will all work out for you. And your spirit baby is letting you know too, financially things are going to get better. And maybe that's something that you can speak. You can speak your intentions, like saying like, okay, I want to apply for this new job, I want a salary of X, Y, and Z. Like speaking those intentions out into the world and really holding faith and believing that, not stressing about it, and feeling confident and feeling secure in it, and then watch it unfold. Maybe some of you have been thinking about a new job, like, should you leave your job? Yes. Or will I get this new job? Yes. So like, that could have been the question that some of you have been thinking about and wondering about and needing that confirmation on. So once again, the answer is yes. All right, the other cards we have here are contract. Okay, so some of you, like I said, might be actually leaving a job and signing a new contract with another company, or you could be starting your own business, like a LLC type of thing. But I also feel like with this contract, this gives me the energy of your spirit baby wanting you to be mindful of the things that you have signed up before you even got here. And even though sometimes it might suck, know that the outcome is going to be just fine, right? And you don't have to worry about too much of the ins and out of all the things, because knowing that the end goal is you'll be in this space of success, you'll be in this space of love, you'll be in this space of feeling fulfilled, right? And you don't have to stress out about it, and knowing that is what you signed up for, and there's nothing to really worry about. And knowing that, feel like your spirit baby is saying, I have access to the contract, so because they have access to the contract, it's like they're able to guide you in ways that you might not be able to. How do I write this? Like, they have access to the contract and the things that you signed up for, so they're able to just guide you basically, even though you don't really know all the ins and outs. Think of this: when you got onto this earth plan, like, your memory was wiped of all the things that you said you were going to do for this lifetime. So some things you might start to have deja vu and remember it over time, but it's like your spirit baby is saying, I know all of it, so I can guide you in ways that you are not even familiar with, because you don't know what you signed up for, or you don't remember what you signed up for. So they're here to help you and coach you, and that's why they're saying, like, I'm always with you, my love will always surround you, because I'm like your 24/7, GPS and like assistant, in a sense of like guiding you through this. And then we have number 42, solitude. So I feel like your spirit baby wants to say with this card is that it is okay if you feel like you've been alone for a long time, or you feel like things are just being removed out of your life. It's okay, because spirit is removing these things and these people from your life, so you, like I said before, so you can restructure your foundation and your core beliefs and your values. Because maybe when you were growing up, you took on the beliefs and the roles of what your parents or what your family or what your community, society told you, and now it's like, wait a minute, I don't really value that, or I really don't match with that anymore. So spirit's like, okay, cool, you want to change it, let's do it. So let's strip away the stuff that's connected to the old ways, or let's just strip everything away, and then you can really see what is for me. What values do I want to keep, or what values do I want to change? What do I care more about? Right? And really restructuring your life to the way that you are happy with it, and that matches who you are at this time. Right? So it is okay if you feel alone at times, but also know that you're never alone. And sometimes when we are going through like that dark night of the soul, or that hermit phase, it feels like there's so much darkness. I was like, will I ever catch a break? Will things ever lighten up? And it's like, yes, one, because you are a light within yourself. You hold a light within yourself. You hold this flame within yourself, and you are never in the dark. You're never in darkness, because you are a light. And so this is just a reminder of that. Okay. Wow, that was beautiful, beautiful message. So I hope it really resonated with a lot of you all. So yeah, this is what I have for you in terms of your spirit baby messages from your spirit baby. I hope that you all enjoyed the reading and that it resonated with you. And just once again, please do not stress out about everything. It will work out. I know that could be easier said than done, but just take baby steps and find ways to ease your mind and to not worry as much, and just watch all the beautiful opportunities unfold and show up for you. Okay? I wish you all the best, and I love you dearly. Bye. Hi, pal number 3. This will be for those that selected the Page of Swords. So we are going to go through your spirit baby messages at this time and just see what information your spirit babies want to share with you, what messages they have for you in this moment, and if there's any additional messages that they might have and they want me to pull more cards, I will do so, but we'll just use the cards that we have here for now. Alrighty, so let's start with your first spirit baby message, which is love. I already feel the love you have for me. I hope you can feel mine too. So your spirit baby wants you to know that you are always surrounded by love. There's love within you, there's love around you, and that their love will forever show up and be present for you, even when you feel like, quote unquote, no one loves you, or there is no love around in the world. Their love for you will always be there and always be present. So there's nothing that you have to worry or question when it comes to that. All right, your next spirit baby card is Mom, Dad, you have such a loving heart. I'm sorry some people take it for granted. So your spirit baby wants you to know that they understand that you just are this loving, giving, nurturing person, and there are people who take that for granted. There are people that might misuse it, mistreat you, that could be currently or that could be in the past, but they want you to know that they recognize the loving heart, the loving soul that you have, and they are apologetic of the fact that some folks don't know how to appreciate something of that high caliber. And I'm hearing your spirit baby say it has nothing to do with you. So if you give a relationship your all and it doesn't work out, it has nothing to do with you being too much of a loving person or being too kind, being too sweet. Like, don't let bad experiences taint your soul and taint the way that you love and the way that you pour into people, right? Now it might be a way for you to pay attention to like things that repeat itself, but it's not saying don't change who you are in terms of your loving soul, right? Because the right people will not take it for granted. Next we have is I can't wait till we meet. So your spirit baby is looking forward to the day that you all meet in the physical realm. I feel it's an anticipation of like, I'm hearing them say like sooner than you think. So some of you might be waiting on that day to happen soon because you've been expecting, some of you might be actually pregnant, but also too, you've been expecting a time where you'll be with this person and then you're able to conceive this child, and then that's how you meet sooner. Because like, it's like you meet this soulmate, this person, and it's like boom, everything just kicks off, and next thing you know, like you're pregnant or that person is pregnant, or you're all working together to have a child. Next we have here is you've healed so much, continue to do the good work, mommy or daddy. So this once again goes with this energy of like you maybe had a hard time or just got out of a breakup or have been mistreated, misused, and they're saying that they're proud of you because you healed so much. You didn't let that, in the words of Beyonce, break your soul. You allow the greatness of your soul and your heart to push you through and to just keep you going, and you didn't stop being who you are, because there's times where like we can get scarred, we can get hurt, we can get traumatized, and we're like, what, I'm gonna put this huge wall up, I'm gonna walk around with this huge chip on my shoulder, and I'm gonna be this person that I don't even recognize anymore. I'm not gonna love people the way that I really want to love them. I'm not gonna do nice things for people anymore, because every time I do nice things, X, Y, and Z happens. And it's like that's not the case. It just happened with those type of people, but you have the power to change your reality. But also too, your spirit baby is saying that you have healed so much that you don't want to turn into those people to where they don't show love or they don't appreciate things. Like you are that person that's going to always just literally have love running through your veins nonstop. We have life is about to get so much better. Don't lose your faith. I love that actually. So I feel like, you've gone through a lot is what I'm picking up here. You've gone through so many different experiences and hardships, and spirit is saying, life is about to get so much better. And your spirit baby, they see what is about to happen for you. They see like this level up. They see this glow up for you. And sometimes, when it feels like one thing after another is coming after us or hitting us and knocking us down, we lose faith. We lose like sight of that beautiful end goal that we once created. And so your spirit baby is like, no, don't lose sight of the end goal. Know that life is about to get so much better. And even though you can't see it right now, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It just means that it is on its way to you, and you are going to be so happy that you never gave up, that you never lost the faith, basically. We have thank you for being a loving parent to me. So once again, that loving energy that you have, they're so appreciative and grateful for it, because they know sometimes that's how parents end up traumatizing their kids because of what they have gone through as a kid and as an adult. They take it out on their kids, not knowing that it's only going to continue to repeat the cycle. So they appreciate you not allowing your previous traumas or pains to get in the way of like how you parent this baby, how you parent this child, and how you show up every day as a parent and as a person, as a being in this world. Alrighty, the next card we have here is number 44, woman holding a card. So yeah, there's definitely been some pain that you have experienced. It could have been a loss, it could have been a betrayal, a quote unquote a setback, it might feel to you. And your spirit baby is saying that one, There is so much love around you. There is so much love in you. You are healing. Life is getting better. Don't give up. I get that some of you might have gone through some depression or currently in depression, and your spirit baby is letting you know, like, it is okay. It is going to work out. And don't let what people have done to you in the past, scar you and traumatize you to the point where you forget who you are. You forget, how to love. You forget how to receive love. I think that some of those experiences left a bad taste in your mouth, and that's why it's been kind of hard getting back to that space of, being okay with like dating again, or being okay with trusting people again, being okay with trusting family, friends, building new relationships, trying a new job or something like that. It is okay. Don't let those experiences stop you from really exploring and having something new and better in your life. All right, the next card we have here is appreciation, number 15. And so I feel like with this card, they're saying that, one, your spirit baby appreciates you so much, and that there are people in this world that appreciate you. Even if you haven't, met them yet, there are people in this world that appreciate you. But I'm also getting to, they're saying, appreciate the ones that already appreciate you, because sometimes we want to look for appreciation and love from other places and other sources, but we have to remember that we are a source of appreciation and love. So one, that is something to be mindful of, but two, I'm sure there's at least one person in your life that does appreciate and love you. And so being mindful of that, and showing up for yourself and showing up for that person too, in a sense of, thank you for always having my back, thank you for loving me as a friend, or thank you for loving me as X, Y, and Z, and not thinking like, oh, well, the people that I do want to really appreciate me, or like my artwork or my skills, they don't appreciate me, so no one appreciates me. Like, not letting one or two or a few people taint the experience for everybody, right? It's kind of like, think of having a restaurant. Let's say you get 500 reviews on Google. One review is a 1-star review, but all your other reviews are 5 stars. Why would you let that one person ruin your whole, how to word this, perspective on your business, on your restaurant, just because that one person said, oh, the food was terrible, but everybody else says it's great? It doesn't mean that, oh, this one person said my food is terrible, so let me hold that in and let me feel like I have to just do so much more now because that one person said that. It's like, no, that's only one person out of the 500. But everybody loves it. Everybody thinks it's amazing. So why would you let that one person ruin what you got going, right? And especially if it's nothing that is of, constructive feedback, or, a way to make things better. It's just it comes from a place of like hurt, or, jealousy, envy, whatever it is. Like, not letting that mess you up. Next we have is number 41, 7 chakra, Archangel Uriel, which is the crown chakra. And so I feel like with this card coming out, this talks about your spirit baby wanting you to check your beliefs and check your thoughts. What do you tell yourself, right? And whatever you think, whatever you tell yourself, whatever you believe is what you're going to feel, and what is going to control your emotions too over time, right? So if you tell yourself, man, you can only ever be an associate, you can never be a manager or a supervisor or a director, right? So what's that's going to do? That is going to make you feel sad, like, man, I'm doing all this work and I'll never be X, Y, and Z. And then that's going to be your reality over and over again. But if you change the way that you think and your thoughts and your mindset, then you're able to, one, appreciate yourself and say that, hey, my best self deserves the best things and the best experiences because I truly love myself. That's how you show yourself that you love yourself, when you decide to change your mindset in the way that you think, in the way that you believe, and appreciate yourself and know that you're worthy of high quality experiences and people, right? And when you make that shift, when you make that change, then that's when you start to see more and more of those experiences that you do want to receive. And that's what your spirit baby is saying. And I looked at the timer and it said 11:11, so make your wish. And also too, that could be a special number. Okay, we have number 10, grief and sadness. See, a lot of you have gone through so much recently, and your spirit babies are just letting you know you have healed a lot. They're proud of you. You're loved. And don't feel like it's the end of the road. Don't feel like there's nothing else to come of this. There's, this is the end. You messed up. You're a failure. No one loves you. No one cares about you. No one wants to hire you. Like, don't feel that way. Don't believe those thoughts. Those are intrusive thoughts, and you need to, check them. And you need to make sure that you recognize your value and your worth and how amazing you are, and that you are someone that it deserves and will receive great experiences. And then your last card that your spirit baby, oh wow, and I said 11:11 on the clock too. So 11, divine timing. So this just lets you know that if there were people that had to be removed from your life, they weren't meant to be in the next phase of your life. They weren't meant to enjoy these big blessings that are coming your way. They weren't meant to be here for that season and for that chapter of your life, right? And so everything works out in divine timing. I know we get annoyed with it because we're like, well, when is it going to happen? I'm tired of hearing that. But Spirit is saying, your spirit babies are letting you know that, hey, it is going to work out for you very smoothly, very soon. So just continue to keep pushing through and to not lose faith. Don't let the grief and the sadness stop you from moving forward. It is okay to have a day where you're sad or you're annoyed. That's fine. But don't sit in it and let it kind of like eat you up inside to where you don't move, to where you don't feel loved, where you don't feel appreciated. Because at the end of the day, you should always feel loved and appreciated by yourself. So even if the world doesn't show it in that moment, that's okay, because you love and appreciate yourself. And guess what? At some point, that is going to reflect, and that is going to show up in the physical reality, because it is just literally a thing to where whatever you feel, whatever you believe will be mirrored to you, right? So if you love yourself, if you appreciate yourself, you feel like you're the best, thing around, the person around for a job, for whatever, it is going to show at some given point, okay? So yeah, that is what I have for you all in terms of the messages that your spirit babies have for you at this time. I pray that this resonated with you, and that it was helpful and insightful, and that it provided additional guidance and insight on things for you. As always, I love and appreciate you all, and I wish you all the best.